Hello, everybody. Lovely to be back at this TTG Visit Florida event. Some of you may have watched us last year and the year before, but I'm here to talk to you about Visit Central Florida. So, as you can see from the map, we are the county called Polk County, Polk. It's after one of the US presidents. We're right bang in the center of the state of Florida and between Tampa and Orlando. So holidaymakers can either fly into Orlando or into Tampa, or fly in from one and out from the other. Here we go. I'm trying to just navigate the arrows, and bear with me. There we go. So we like to say that we are the real Florida magic. So we have huge amount of authentic Florida experiences, but we also have some great attractions for all ages. Sorry, I keep clicking the wrong thing. So, as I say, we are on the northeast, bordered with Kissimmee, and we've got a more relaxed holiday and affordable options in terms of accommodation because we're slightly south of the kind of main Orlando corridor. And we've got, as I said, a great selection of attractions and activities and some very unique accommodations, including over 8,000 holiday vacation homes, which sit towards Davenport and Haines City, which is up near the Kissimmee border. And also we've got some great attractions that are sensory inclusion and accessibility. So great place for you to put your clients into our area because we're like 20 minutes from Legoland, about 30 minutes from Walt Disney World. We're 90 minutes to the Atlantic beaches if you want to witness a lovely sunrise, and maybe in Daytona that Sarah was talking to you about earlier on, and 60 minutes to the Gulf beaches for a sunset. We have some really interesting things in our area. We're actually on the top photograph on the left there, you can see that we are actually the spring training ground for the Detroit Tigers. They've been coming to Polk County since 1966. And what's really nice about this is a very small stadium, and you get a real feel of that kind of family baseball experience. I tell lots of people in trainings that a lot of people don't know that, but the original cowboys come from Florida. The Spanish bringing cattle into the area. So we've got lots of very rural and agricultural land in the area, and a lot of farm-to-table cuisine. So we have also artisan bakeries. We've got the Sun and Fun air show every year, and also something quite unique, which is Frank Lloyd Wright was a very famous American architect, and we've got the largest selection of his buildings at the Florida Southern College, which I was actually really surprised at how interesting and beautiful they are. So definitely worth suggesting that to your clients. Speaking about the inclusion and sensory, we have a new Florida Children's Museum, which was opened over the last 2 years, and it's over 2 floors, and it's got lots of hands-on activities for children, and it's designed again for sensory and accessibility. So going back to the cowboys, there are a lot of ranches in our county, and Bonnet Springs, sorry, I've jumped to the wrong slide. Bonnet Springs Park is where the Children's Museum is. Actually was a brownfield land, used to be a railway yard, thanks for the hearts, in Lakeland, and they redeveloped this, and it really is a fantastic day out. And I think saying to you about getting away from the major theme parks, they're fantastic, but they're exhausting. We just offer a little bit more of a calmer experience during your holiday to Florida. Now I'm going to tell you about Circle B Bar, which was a ranch and is now a reserve. And it's actually won the best award for watching alligators. And you can see that guy's pretty big in that photograph there. Again, another lovely, calm day out. As I say, attractions, we are home to the Legoland Resort in Florida. And we are also got 3 hotels at the site, the Legoland Hotel, the Pirate Island Hotel, and the Lego Beach Resort. And again, these are great fun-themed rooms, and they've got free hot breakfast for all children at all the hotels. Easy walk to the gates of the parks. And they've got entertainment for the children at night, and the hotel is they've got a heated pool. And there's also a water park as well. The Peppa Pig theme park, which has now been open for about 2 years, sits right next door to Legoland, just a few muddy puddles away. And again, when this was being built, they went through a huge, big assessment, and both Legoland theme park, Peppa, and the 3 hotels were given autism center certification. They were the first US theme parks to get this. And for next year, we have a new park opening right next door to Legoland, and it's a Sea Life Florida resort. And it's going to be a great immersive aquarium experience. Now, just to make sure everybody knows, that there will be no performing animals here. It'll be very educational. And it's opening spring 2025, so watch out for that. This is one of my favorites, one of the oldest attractions. Bok Tower Gardens was built by Edward Bok, a Dutch immigrant, and it opened in 1929. And it is a botanical garden. At the center, you've got that big tower, and it's a carillon. It actually plays music. It's 60 bells, and it's played on a kind of keyboard. And they have concerts throughout the year. You can see in one of the photographs, they have like a candle-lit nighttime events, and they have twice a day the bells ring. They've got a fantastic Blue Palmetto restaurant, but you can also take your own picnic. It's just a wonderful day out. The children's area, they've got Hammock Hollow, which is a very natural woodland play area with little water features. And again, it is very, very relaxing. So back to our farm to table and our cattle farming. We actually have a big Florida Triple Crown competition every year, and we have been named Barbecue Capital of Florida. So you can see lots of lovely fresh produce there. Speaking of fresh, we're also the citrus capital of Florida. And you can actually go along to a citrus farm and learn how you can pick your own during the right seasons, or learn how they actually harvest and what they produce. And they make amazing orange juice, and the orange ice cream is to die for. And we've also got Davidson's of Dundee, which is a sweet or candy maker. They make jams and candies. And again, all from our locally grown fruit and no preservatives. So you can go and pick up some real Florida sunshine from Davidson's. And then on the other end, we've got everything from your barbecue right up to fine dining. Like, for instance, 1961 is a kind of South American Cuban inspired restaurant. And the owner and head chef named it after the year his parents left Cuba. And that's in Lakeland. So we've got some very unique accommodations. We've got the award-winning Camp Margaritaville RV Resort and Cabana cabins in Auburndale. I've stayed here about 4 times now in the cabins, and they are fantastic. They sleep up to about 6 people, fully fitted kitchens. You get your own little barbecue area outside, but they also have a central hub with a family pool. There's also an adult pool, and they've got food. You can get burgers and pizzas, and they have a tiki bar where they have live music. And you see all the children, the grandparents up having a little dance. They've got lots and lots of children's activities. And the great thing is, if you want the RV experience without actually driving one, you can actually book a motorhome suite or get them to bring in a rental RV for you so that you can pretend that you've been on an RV holiday. Westgate River Ranch is down in the southeast of our county and is actually a working ranch and also a resort. And we have some fantastic Lux teepees, covered wagons, glamping. They're actually the largest dude ranch in the eastern USA and was voted the best glamping spot in the USA. And you can go there and you can do airboat rides on the Kissimmee River. They've got horseback riding, a new water park actually opening next year, and the famous Saturday Night Rodeo. It's the longest running rodeo in the USA. And the great thing is you don't have to be staying at the resort to be able to go along and watch the rodeo. And then they've got a saloon, and you can do a bit of line dancing afterwards and get your cowboy girl hat on. Closer up towards Walt Disney World, we've got the Holiday Inn Club Vacations Orlando Breeze Resort. And this is a selection of 1 and 2 bedroom condos. So you can have they've got a resort style area with pool and dining, but you can actually also self-cater. And then again, we've got, as I said, 8,000 rental homes. And these are anything from 2 beds up to 8, 12 bedrooms. So a great way for families, larger families and friends to share a holiday together. Oh, sorry, my very sensitive keypad here. Right, go back. So just to take you to the next slide. So I know we haven't got much time, but we've got a fantastic new Visit Central Florida Tourism Institute training program, but it's not just that. It's a web-based program and also available on your mobiles and your tablets. It's iOS and Apple. You can download it, and it's like a mini marketing tool. So it starts off very easily. I've done it. I've passed. I've got my certificate, thankfully. And you do 2 12-minute modules, and they're very, very image-led. It's not a lot of text. You can go back. You answer some questions. You go back if you have to re-look up something. Once you've completed that, it then opens up the retain section, so you get the whole access to the whole platform. And you can go through these different areas and delve a bit deeper. And I don't know if you can see there, but you can actually like on it as well. And yes, it is being recorded. So you can watch it back, Chloe. And then you can go on to the promote. So this is a whole database of pictures and videos and our travel guide and information. The great thing about it is, say you're speaking to somebody, you can actually just press forward either by WhatsApp or by email, and you can send these directly to them. And also you can use any of the images and information on there for your own social channels. Then when you come to selling, you've got interactive maps, so you can show people actually on the map whereabouts in the county that we actually, all the different attractions and accommodations are. And then I suggest we have got a promotion, which actually runs out at the end of play tomorrow. But if you want to go on and do the training, it'll take you 24 minutes today. We're going to be entering a draw on the 11th. We'll be pulling out 3 names. One will win £100 and there'll be 2 £50 gift vouchers. And if you look at the Visit Central Florida hub page, there's a direct link to the training. And if you've ever got any questions, you've got my email. So please do get in touch if I can be of help. I'm just going to show a little 30-second video just to give you a taste of the real Florida magic. So that's everything from me today. Thank you very much. And enter that, do the training and win yourself some vouchers. Christmas is not far away. Thank you very much.